One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to the air right away. This will be complete to Mechie. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Good work that time to get him to jump. And now here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And Davis with it left side. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now. Ball into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Jackson throwing out left and finding Likely. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. fielded at the 33. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took it. First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Mechie has it on his slant. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 38, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Mayfield looks to throw.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he coughed it up. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jackson. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On third down, Jackson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike Williams
from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now. At 11, it's 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Mayfield uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. A nice little juke. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll try the left side with Dillon, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for the offense corner to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a smaller back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here's Mitchell.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. What if we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
This will be complete to Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield
swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Tackle by Jonathan Grenard.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football and averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And we run down here at the 3-yard line. With a gain of 5, it's still a decent range from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2.
And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language. maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Caleb Chason in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particular. And now here is another interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they take a knee. looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.